Today we're going to be hiking at the Lewis Farm Sanctuary, which is part of the Hartford Audubon Society. We're here in the historic district of Suffield on Hill Street, and they have plenty of parking here. They've been filling in with wood chips to offer more parking. We just pulled in here on the side of the road, and we're going to start our hike right here at the Lewis Farm Sanctuary. Here are the rules at the Lewis Farm Sanctuary. They do allow dogs, and we are bringing our dog on this walk. And then here's a sign that tells you a little bit about the Lewis Farm Sanctuary and how it was donated by Mrs. Clark. So here's our dog, named after Sir Isaac Newton, and he's going to be going on the hike with us today on the Lewis Farm Sanctuary here in Suffield, Connecticut.
Come on, Newton, let's go.
Most of the trails here are very well marked and maintained, especially on the main loop. Like here's a sign telling you that this is the best way to go, and they put down wood chips on a regular basis to keep the trails maintained. The main trail is well maintained. They do have several loops that go off of the main trail that can get overgrown at certain times of the year. For example, here is a loop off the main trail we're going to be going on. And at the beginning here, it's a little bit overgrown, but overall, it's not too bad. So we're coming off of the loop and back onto the main trail right here. Here's the map of the Lewis Farm Sanctuary trails. And what we did is we came in off of Hill Street and went in on the main trail represented by white, traveled along that for a little bit, and then we took the small orange loop off of the main trail, went around, came back on the main trail. We are right here right now, which is where the sign is. And then we're going to take the blue loop, go around, come back to the main trail, and then we're going to do the larger red loop, go all the way around, and then we're going to head back, take the smaller orange loop, and then go back to the parking lot where we started. So there's a map of the Lewis Farm Sanctuary and all the trails that they have. The blue loop starts right before the map that shows you the trails along the sanctuary. And then there's a small field, and right in front of that small field is this beginning of the blue loop. Newton's gonna lead the way for us. Newton, which way are we going? Blue loop. Here we go. And parts of this are overgrown in the beginning, but once you get a little bit farther in, it becomes much more manageable. So we're hiking around this blue loop. Newton's doing a great job on his hike. Newton, you a good boy. One of the nicest parts of this sanctuary is this arched wooden bridge that they have going over this nice little stream. And here's Newton going over the nice little bridge, and Tammy's coming along as well. He's taking a look at the water. It's a very picturesque spot. Right next to the bridge, there's a couple benches here that have been donated by people. And you can sit in these benches and overlook the nice little stream. So we're just crossed the bridge and we are back on our hike. through the sanctuary here. So we're going off of the main trail once again, and now we're going to be going around the red loop, which is found further into the sanctuary. Here's a nice little bench hidden amongst a bunch of white pines. And this is found at crossroads between the red trail and the main white trail. Walking along the red loop, the back portion of it, there is a peekaboo view of kind of like a swampy pond all covered with duckweed and millweed through the trees right there. We have seen ducks in that pond before. Newton's doing a good job. Going for a walk, Newton? How you doing? You doing a good job too?
I'm doing a good job too.
Here's a little bit of a downhill section. Very gentle slope overall though. And the slope leads into this nice little grove of hemlocks. On the red loop, there's this little fork in the trail. You can choose to go down into this little gully, or you can take this trail that goes around the gully. They both come back at the same spot. Let's go down into the gully. We're coming up at the end of the red loop and connecting back to the main trail. And at the end, the way we went, we're going to take a left and go back to the bridge and the benches. Heading back on the main trail, there's this large boulder that comes up on a clearing. And this is actually the back side of the map of the sanctuary. So coming back from the bridge area on the main trail, you hit this intersection with the orange loop that goes to the right as you're heading back to the parking lot. And this is a really small loop that goes around a small swampy pond, depending on how much rain there is. If there's a lot of rain, then it's more like a pond. If there isn't a lot of rain, then it's more like a swamp. Here's the dried up pond. We have seen frogs and turtles in here, but it's been really dry this year, so not a whole lot of water in it right now. So we're heading back out to the parking lot. As you're heading back out, you have this slight incline that you go up.